Hello and welcome back to TC's Model Works. It's been a while. In the UK we've just had the 6-week school holiday, which if anyone else is from here, you understand it's chaos trying to work around kids and family and projects and general time to yourself. I have had a few odd evenings here and there and occasional sort of half a day on Saturday. Made a bit of progress, not a great deal of progress, but we made a little bit of progress. Still doing the sills. I think that's where I was at on the last video, was doing the driver's side sill. Passenger sill is now on. I've got to finish welding it, but it's not a million miles off now. As you can see, I've lined up the front wing, got the door back on this side. This is only going to be a very quick video, so if you want to skip through, crack on, but it's probably only going to be about 3 or 4 minutes long anyway, just to give you guys a quick update because I need to get cracking really. Yeah, so I've not actually done a great deal of work, like I say, but I've done a little bit of work here and there. Sill is on this side, wings lined up, got a few screws holding it in place. The door is lined up and is on with 3 of the 4 bolts, sort of opens and closes, so that's a bonus. Yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little update really, because I've not done a video in ages and I feel bad that I've not done any updates. I've had a few people messaging saying when's the next video coming, when's the next update. They are coming back, don't worry. I am still working on the car. I'm just trying to, when I get a couple of hours, trying to just crack on and work on the car rather than actually trying to film for you guys, as much as I know you're all eager to see the stupidity that I come up with and the next issue that comes up with this car, which, trust me, is still, every time I'm here there's something new comes up. So yeah, I might give you a little tour around it so you can see where we're at, and then probably going to call it an evening on that video and get cracking. Waiting on welding gas at the minute, so hopefully that arrives before the weekend, because I've actually got a full Saturday here this weekend. So I should be able to make some good progress. Should be in the word. As long as we get the welding gas, we should be good. Okay, and have a look. Let's have a look. So I'm going to apologise for the shaky camera. We're going back to the old days of me holding it for a moment. Just makes life easier with this. So we have the new sill on, attached, and all the random sticky stuff there. I've got to take that off still. Seamed and spot welded. I've still got to finish tidying it up. It is just so that I could get the door on nicely. But it's there, it's on. Everything in here is now buttoned up. That might have been the last video actually saying that. But all the patches in this corner are done, this corner's done. And the new inner sill that I made is all in, solid, looking good. And then over the other side you can see I've still got the brace in over there for while I had the sill cut off. Let's go and have a look. Oh, sounds like a Golf. No, it doesn't. There we go. Okay, so got the wing on. Front panel is held on with about 4 tacks of weld, as is the slam panel, so that's all loose and not attached yet. Wing's got, like I say, 3 screws in the top. Wing rail's got screws in from underneath. That all needs fettling a little bit and adjusting still, but it's looking quite nice on that at the moment. This side, this is where we're working. Back on this outer sill, which is now on. Again, as you can see, not the prettiest, I know, but we've all got grinders and they work. They're there for a reason. I don't pretend to be the best of welders, but this is where we're at. Just got to finish this front edge down here, make sure that's solid, and then I can cut this bar out and hopefully move the car forwards at the weekend, and we can then get in underneath, jack it up nice and high, weld the bottom of the sills on both sides. And then while it's out, I can focus on working out what's going on with this rear arch, because that needs a little bit of attention, as you can probably see. Somewhere along the lines, there's a bit of a panel issue where the new arch doesn't meet the new sill. But I know the arch is in the right place because it met the rear corner section that we put on absolutely perfectly. So something somewhere along the lines, either the sill panel is slightly too long, which I don't think is correct. I think the sill is correct, judging by the measurements from this side to the other side. However, the gap between the two arch lips, front to back, were different from one side to the other. So I've adjusted that where I felt I could. As you can see, it's just got a few little tacks holding that in place, so I've got to finish that off. As I said, there's been issues the entire way through, and there still will be issues, so that's where we're at the moment. And then hopefully we can get onto this section here, get the front panel on, slam panel on. Not doing that until this wing is on and aligned at least, matching with the door and the sill properly. Once that's in, we'll go a bit more attachments on these, weld the front panel on and slam panel on. Then I think that's metalwork wise, unless I find anything drastic in the engine bay once we pulled the engine out. Probably it, other than silly stuff like this, which the more I look at it, the worse it looks. So I'm going to try and avoid going too full ham on it, but you can see it's all bubbling along in there as well. I don't really want to be doing anything like that, but we've gone this far. We'll see what happens. Might work, might not. I'm not sure yet. But yeah. Right, let's get you back on the tripod and then we can go from there. So as I said, quite a short video today, just a little walk around again. Yeah, as you can see, a little bit happened, not a lot, but we're getting there. Progress going forwards, always progress. Sometimes it's 3 steps forwards and 2.5 steps backwards, but it's still forwards. Yeah, trying to keep my motivation going is very difficult when you hit so many speed bumps and you just get a kick in the teeth every time you do something. But I think I'm coming to the end of that process now. I should be at a point in a minute where I'm like, okay, now it's just forwards progress. We ripped all the entire loom out of it a little while back, so I've got that at home ready to try and work out what we're going to do with that. I've got the rear section of the chassis loom made up already. Engine loom we're just going to shorten and tidy up because it was a big mess under the bonnet, in all honesty. It was all thrown in by me and Ross when we put it all together originally, and we both realised that actually it needed to be done in a proper way this time, seeing as the rest of the car's getting done as well. So that's probably going to be next on the list after the body work and metal work is all complete. So there's plenty more to be watching, to look at. I will film more. Like I say, hopefully this Saturday I'll be here at least for a few hours on my own, so I can give you guys an update again then. But at the moment, minimal videos, maximum time and effort on the vehicle. So yeah, thank you all for sticking with me and waiting for the next video. I appreciate all the messages of motivation and stuff like that. And seriously, thank you all for subscribing. I mean, I'm at nearly 900 subscribers now, it's insane. Just watching me do stupid stuff with either model cars or real cars, so yeah, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks again. I will speak to you all on the next one. Toodles.